Today, our verse is 2 Kings chapter 5, verse 11. But Naaman was angry and went away, saying, Behold, I thought that he would surely come out to me, and stand and call upon the name of the Lord his God, and wave his hand over the place, and cure the leper. Naaman was a senior army officer in Syria, but he was a leper. It took a little girl to recommend that her master goes to seek a cure through a prophet of God in the land of Israel. Naaman eventually got to Israel and Elijah's house with all the aura of an important personality. After all the troubles he had gone through, he expected the prophet to come out and speak to him. But Elisha sent a messenger to him, asking him to go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and that his flesh will be restored. We see the reaction of Naaman in our verse. He was angry and went away. He complained for 3 reasons. The first one is that he expected the prophet to come out to meet him. He was such an important person. He had come with horses and chariots. You could say our modern day motorcade with many aids. Another reason was that he also thought that the prophet would come before him to call on the name of God. Probably he had been told about the work of the prophet Elisha. And so he had high expectations that his own situation will not be different. And finally, he expected the prophet to physically come out and wave his hand over the leprous area and cure him. All his expectations were not met. The most disappointing was that the prophet sent a message and remained inside the house. There may be a lesson for men of God today and those who seek healing from men of God. The priest or pastor needs to remember that we must not be physically present to pray for people. Elisha was already in communion with God. He was confident to ask that Naaman be sent to him to discover that there is a God in Israel. We can pray for people, and our prayers can be effective and reach those who need them from wherever they are. Jesus cured people without going to them physically. For those who stay hours in the queue waiting to see a man of God, or who struggle to go for programs because there is a particular man of God who has the power of healing, we may have a rethink. You may need to make a prayer or mass request and have faith. Naaman lost faith in Elisha because he did not come out to meet him. It took his servant to convince Naaman to do what the prophet said, and he was cured. What is important is our faith in God's healing power. He can touch us from a distance through the prayers of his servants. Sometimes we need simple faith and may not need to go to anyone at all. We just need to pray where we are, and God will respond to our prayers. Lord, reach out to those who need your healing and surprise them in a way they have never expected. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a lovely day.